Hello, this is Ken Barron. I'm happy to announce today we have two pieces of good news, and they come from Wisconsin and Chicago. Two victories important to progressive, and this is the Wisconsin Supreme Court and Chicago Mayoral campaign. Wisconsin voters on Tuesday chose to upend the political direction of their state by electing a liberal candidate, Judge Janet Protasiewicz, tough to say, to the state court, flipping majority control from conservatives. The result means that in the next year, the court is likely to reverse the state's abortion ban and end the use of gerrymandering, these legislation maps drawn by the Republican Party. The winner overwhelmingly defeated Daniel Kelly, and conservative former Wisconsin Supreme Court Justice. With most votes counted, she led by 11 percentage points, a huge margin in this narrowly divided state. The judge shattered a long-held notion of how judicial candidates should conduct themselves by making her political priorities central to her campaign. She made explicit her support for abortion rights and called the maps, which gave Republicans near supermajority control of the legislature, quote, rigged and, quote, unfair. Wisconsin's liberals now have a 4-3 majority on the court. Judge Protasiewicz, there we go again, made a calculation from the start of the race that Wisconsin voters would reward her for making clear her positions on abortion rights, and the state's map issued most likely to energize and animate the base of the Democratic Party. The court has served as an important backstop for Wisconsin Republicans. It certified as constitutional Governor Scott Walker's, remember that? His early overalls to the state government, including the notorious Act 10 law that gutted public employees' unions, as well as voting restrictions like a requirement for state-issued identification and a ban on ballot drop boxes. Back to the state's abortion ban, which was enacted, believe it or not, in 1849, and is already being challenged by Wisconsin Democrats' Attorney General. The case is all but certain to advance on appeal to the state Supreme Court later this year. And we'll keep you posted on that. Meanwhile, Brandon Johnson over in Chicago is a union organizer and a former teacher, and was elected as Chicago Mayor Tuesday as a major victory for the park's progressive wing as the nation's third largest city. Johnson won a close race over former Chicago Schools CEO Paul Vallas and will succeed Lori Lightfoot, the first Black woman and first openly gay person to be the city's mayor. She finished third, unfortunately, in a crowded February contest. It was a momentous win for progressive organizations such as the Teachers Union, with Johnson winning the highest office of any active teacher union member in recent history, leaders say. Vallas, on the other hand, said he would have hired hundreds more police officers, while Johnson said he didn't plan to cut the number of officers, but that the current system of policing just isn't working, and we all know that. Instead, he said he planned to allocate more money to areas such as mental health treatment and youth jobs. Well, that's the update on these two important races, and we're happy to report all these things. And by the way, for the Wisconsin, Mac and I, my husband, we were at letter writing again, and we like to feel like just a little bit of help from our end on the Wisconsin way of changing the Supreme Court. Well, that's it for today. And if you would, can you subscribe, like us, and comment if you wish on our platforms, and go over to nabwmt.org, or if you'd like to email nabwmt@nabwmt.org. Thank you so much for listening.